It's a statement, a bold reply to every critic who called Caitlin Clark overrated, because now the locker room that was supposedly the most toxic in the league has become the WNBA's hottest destination. So how did Sheryl miss this badly, and why are so many fans wondering if it goes deeper than basketball? Let's rewind. Not long ago, Sheryl Swoopes was everywhere. Podcasts, TV, social feeds. Right now, the Indiana Fever have Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, DeWanna Bonner, Natasha Howard, Aaliyah Boston, Sophie Cunningham, and Sydney Colson. That's not a rebuild. That's a championship threat. Think about that. One offseason ago, nobody wanted to touch Indiana. Now, they might be the most loaded roster in the league. And everyone is watching. Arena seats are sold out. Jersey sales are soaring. TV ratings are exploding. All eyes are on Indiana because Caitlin Clark is right at the center. She isn't just moving the needle, she is the needle. And it's not just fans who are tuned in. Fellow players, coaches, and teammates have gone on record to praise Caitlin's rapid growth. They highlight her basketball IQ, her confidence, her calm under pressure. This isn't a development case. This is a star who's arrived. So Sheryl's narrative, the idea that Clark needed to earn her stripes, is crumbling fast. Caitlin didn't ease her way in. She exploded onto the scene. Packed arenas, boosted ratings, flipped Indiana from overlooked to unstoppable. Sheryl didn't just misjudge a team, she misjudged the moment. And while the league charges ahead, her version of the story is being left behind. Her skills go beyond talent. She draws people in. Players want to join her, not out of hype, not out of pity, but because she simplifies the game. Her court awareness is off the charts. Her passes create open looks. Her tempo forces defenses to react. And, more than anything, she uplifts her teammates. That's why stars are choosing Indiana, because Caitlin isn't just potential, she's the player leading the next wave. She's the magnet pulling the league into a new era, and for some, that's a problem. Not because of how she plays, but because of who she is. The Fever have just pulled off one of the most stunning free agency hauls in league history, stacking stars like they're assembling a championship squad. And the best part, they're doing it around the very rookie Sheryl once claimed wasn't ready for the pros.
The statement was, I don't think either of them are going to come into the league and dominate immediately, meaning what they did in college.
Over all of the players in the W.
And the reason why I said it is because you have a player like an A'ja Wilson.
Big name players are lining up to join the Fever. Natasha Howard, DeWanna Bonner, Sophie Cunningham, even Sydney Colson, A'ja Wilson's best friend, left Las Vegas to link up with Clark. Meanwhile, Sheryl's reputation is unraveling quicker than the Aces ticket demand. The Fever have just pulled off one of the most stunning free agency hauls in league history, stacking stars like they're assembling a championship squad. And the best part, they're doing it around the very rookie Sheryl once claimed wasn't ready for the pros. Caitlin didn't ask for that fight, but she's handling it head on. She's playing through it, winning through it, and building something far bigger than herself. All eyes are on Indiana because Caitlin Clark is right at the center. She isn't just moving the needle, she is the needle. And Sheryl? Fans can't help but wonder, was this ever about basketball? Because when someone pushes this hard to discredit a rookie, when every comment feels more personal than professional, it stops being analysis. It becomes a rivalry. But Sheryl picked the wrong one. Caitlin Clark.
I'm very excited, and I really agree with a lot of the moves the Indiana Fever have made. There's not been one trade or pickup that the Indiana Fever have made that I have not been on board with. I'm on board with every single one. And I just want to say the fact that the Indiana Fever have gone out and got these great players like a Natasha Howard, like a DeWanna Bonner, like a Sophie Cunningham, the fact that they've gone out and got these great players shows that they believe Caitlin Clark is great right now. They are on board with the Caitlin Clark vision, and it just makes me happy because they're not treating Caitlin Clark like a rookie who is gonna be good in 10 years. No, they're treating her like a superstar who is good right now.
She sees the vision. She sees Clark's passing, her leadership, her game-changing presence. She said she couldn't wait to run with Clark. Not eventually, but right now.
It's gonna be Caitlin Clark Flash Show, Caitlin Clark Flash Show.
She said nobody wanted to play there. Now it's the most talked about landing spot. She said Caitlin wouldn't shine. The stats speak for themselves. So yes, it's obvious now. This wasn't just a cold take. It hit a nerve. And fans are noticing. Even during broadcasts, the contrast is clear. Other analysts praise Caitlyn's game. Sheryl stays silent. And when that silence became too obvious, she was suddenly not on the call for Indiana's next game.
Hey, do peeps, Sheryl Swoopes is been missing. Sheryl Swoopes is MIA. They got a APB out for Sheryl Swoopes. If you see Sheryl Swoopes, she did a lot of talking a few months ago about the Indiana Fever, the locker room environment, how people didn't want to play there, how people wanted to leave.
Was it a coincidence? Maybe. But fans saw it for what it looked like. And it's not just fans who are tuned in.
In what way would you not want to play in Indiana? The place where you're getting sold out arenas, the most viewership on television, playing with a player who was top 3 in MVP voting as a rookie, who clearly elevates her teammates around her. She scores a lot, but she is also dishing out the ball, able to elevate everyone around her. Why wouldn't you want to be?
What I see in Caitlyn.
The Indiana Fever, once ignored and mocked, are now front and center, not because of luck, but because Caitlin Clark lit the spark and the team followed through. The locker room? It's alive. Sydney Colson said she's bringing that same spark.
I'm super excited about it. I'm going from a team that was a very in the media, like people were excited to watch us, into another team that is arguably the most talked about team in sports right now, especially in women's sports. So this fan base, it's exciting to be a part of a team that has a lot of positive energy around it. You know, I hear and see the things that people say, but I know the true Indiana Fever fans, the ones that love basketball, that they love the WNBA, I'm excited to be playing in front of them and just with this team.
They're picking a smart city, low taxes, and a passionate fan base that's riding for their team harder than any other. That puts Sheryl in a tough spot because she wasn't just wrong, she was loud and wrong. Her takes didn't age poorly. They expired. Now, some say Sheryl never exactly said free agents wouldn't come, but let's not split hairs. Her message was loud, negative, and clear. Indiana was a no-go. No more headlines, no more interviews, no more bold claims that nobody wants to be in Indiana, because now the evidence is undeniable. Even the media has moved on. They're not asking if Caitlyn can adjust. They're wondering how teams can slow her down. They're not guessing if Indiana makes the playoffs. They're asking how deep the Fever can go. Meanwhile, other teams are scrambling. The Aces are pushing ticket deals. The Sky lost their top scorer. And the Sun, already in turmoil. And Sheryl, mismatch, a proven scorer. She could have picked any team, but she chose the Fever. And when she landed, she didn't hold back. She went straight to social media to defend her new squad, shutting down critics still calling the team unwatchable.
She's a great player. I'm happy to be on the side of her now instead of guarding her. Of course, she's a dynamic player, and you see that in what she's done in her rookie year. And I'm actually excited to see what she's going to do her second year in the league with a little bit, more experience and understanding a little bit more. So, like I said, hopefully I can make her job a little easier and she can make mine a little easier. But I think she's a great person, and we, been kind of connecting here. We had a great workout this morning, and it was fun. She's a fun kid.
Good morning, Lara. Sheryl Swoopes was the first woman to ever sign with the WNBA. But this morning, the college coach is not only under fire, but under investigation after reports that the majority of her roster has decided to leave.
Let's not sugarcoat it. This goes beyond one bad call. Sheryl Swoopes is a Hall of Famer, a pioneer. She helped build the WNBA. But lately, her primary role seems to be doubting Caitlin Clark. No matter what Clark achieves, Sheryl is there to undercut it. She said Caitlin wouldn't adjust for years, yet by the end of her rookie season, Clark was near the top in assists, high in scoring, and rewriting the record books. She said no one would want to team up with her.
Stephanie White came in and said, okay, hold up. Let me go to Indeed.com and Indeed get some free agents to come in here that want to play, that are accomplished, seasoned veterans. She did all that. Sheryl's been nowhere to been found. Sheryl got a lot of crow to eat, folks.
Instead of lifting up Caitlyn's success, she's picking it apart. The twist: Sheryl used to be Caitlyn, the face of the league, the must-watch star, the one ESPN built around. But now, instead of embracing the similarities, she sees competition. That's why the divide between old legends and rising stars keeps growing. Caitlyn didn't ask for that fight, but she's handling it head-on. She's playing through it. winning through it, and building something far bigger than herself.
What made the Fever the right choice for you in free agency?
A lot of things. It was Amber and Kelly, Stephanie, Kelsey I played with at Athletes Unlimited for several years. Love Caitlin's game, love Aaliyah's game. It made sense. I made this decision mentally before DB and Natasha were even a part of the mix. And so all the new additions, Breezy, Sophie, like it's gonna be a fun season, and I won here my senior year at Texas A&M.
She said she feels refreshed, motivated, and most importantly, ready to win. Not to rebuild, to win.
To be honest, I am just so excited to be here. I'm from the Midwest, and so for me to kind of get back to my roots and be close to my family, I'm so excited. Like when I say that I am refreshed and I am motivated, and I just like kind of feel like my spark is back. Everyone thinks I've been feisty. You've not even seen the feisty side of me yet, so this should be really fun. But for me, I'm excited to be closer to home. I'm excited to deep dive into the community of Indiana. I've already met a lot of really cool people. I'm excited to inspire the next generation of young boys and girls around here, get to know the community more.
Sheryl Swoopes once claimed that no one wanted to share the court with Caitlin Clark. She insisted free agents would avoid Indiana like the plague.
No, but players who will be free agents next year, there's a lot of other going on that players are like, this ain't where I want to be.
But now, they're racing toward it.
Indiana Fever are officially title contenders. Every day they have something new for us in free agency. And today it's Miss DeWanna Bonner. 6-time WNBA All-Star and WNBA champ, a veteran in this game, can pretty much do it all, also an enforcer, nasty defense. Should I continue? We have a new starting five. Caitlin at the 1, Kelsey at the 2, DeWanna at the 3, Natasha Howard at the 4, and Aaliyah Boston at the 5.
No more headlines, no more interviews, no more bold claims that nobody wants to be in Indiana, because now the evidence is undeniable. Even the media has moved on. They're not asking if Caitlin can adjust.